What's up, Big Bang Brigade? I'm Daryl.
And I'm Aaron.
This is Big Bang Talks Comics, episode 303 for the week of April 6th, 2022. It's spring break!
Is it?
Yeah, for some people.
I don't know. I've been away from that life for
It doesn't feel
so
like
long.
it doesn't feel like we're not going to Florida, and it doesn't feel like spring break because it's been raining all freaking week. But we got new comics to brighten your day. Sorry, I didn't either on spring break ever. So we got new comics this week. Aaron, we got, hey, you might be sitting at home, it's raining, but we got comics for you to read. Check these out. What do we got?
Batman Beyond #1.
Batman Beyond Neo Year #1. If you like Batman Beyond, you like #1 issues, need I say more?
Neo Year.
I guess it means New Year. It's by the team of...
Is it Joe Kelly?
No, it's like...
Kelly.
It's Jackson, Kelly, and... anyway, they're a team. They're on like all kinds of books.
More interested if it's Joe Kelly.
No Joe Kelly.
Batman Killing Time #2.
Batman Killing Time. If you like Batman versus his rogues gallery with a little bit of mystery, and a 6-issue Tom King mini, only 6 issues, not 12, much faster paced.
You made one sound interesting, but it is also Tom King.
It feels like a heist film. Basically Batman, Killer Croc, Penguin, Riddler. The end of #1, without spoiling it, there's a mystery. They steal something out of a safe deposit box, and then Penguin beats the crap out of Riddler with his umbrella like a bloody pulp.
Do we have any more #1?
I believe we do. Sure we do. But anyway, if you like fast-paced Batman with a little bit of mystery, check where the rogues are all teaming up with Batman, read it.
One-Star Squadron.
You like a little humor, you like Red Tornado, you like the Justice League of the 80s, J.M. DeMatteis, Keith Giffen, then you'll like this book. Period. If you like a little humor with your heroes, it's good.
Monkey Prince #3.
I'm only mentioning this because it was on the shelf. Monkey Prince, Chinese superhero, Batman and Robin. Batman sells everything.
New superhero. The writer is really good too. We've talked him up a lot. I loved his Batman Superman run.
He's a great writer.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, new Superman. His Batman Superman book was good. Anyway, so new superhero, check it out.
Lastly, Batman #122.
Now we're talking.
Hopefully, you read Shadow War Alpha.
Which we talked about last week.
Did you read it?
No.
Cover your ears.
Just go ahead. I'm gonna suck it up.
So Deathstroke has been set up to have been the person who killed Ra's al Ghul, which might stick. Maybe, I don't know. Supposedly, he's kind of run out of his ability to use the Lazarus Pit. Well, I mean, then I don't think there's really much to put in the Lazarus Pit. They were really set on finalizing that job. But according to the end of the book, it wasn't Slade. So who was it?
Who was it? This sounds exactly like what the solicitations say, so I feel like I missed nothing. So, but anyway, Batman #122.
It was good. I liked it.
Do Mom and Dad make up in this issue? Talia and Bruce Wayne, do they make up in this issue? That's the question.
Let me say, Bruce, he doesn't have a way with his own kid.
He doesn't, or he does?
Boy, he did not make that situation any better at all.
No.
Like he started out to, and then he just failed miserably.
Well, I guess there's one thing he's not going to get right, and that's
being a dad.
But there's good news for us real dads out there. This is fiction. There's still hope for us.
There's hope for us. None for Bruce.
None for Bruce. So that's DC Comics. We got Indie Comics when we come back.
Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Gorilla Grodd attacks Batman. Batman must get the transforming Batmobile and race into action. Watch out for the cliff. Quick, transform into Batjet with massive wingspan. Launch your missiles and take Gorilla Grodd down. Transform back to Batmobile and send this giant gorilla back behind bars. Batman, the Brave and the Bold transforming Batmobile and action figures each sold separately.
And we're back. And we're talking Lego Ninjago, Garmadon. All I know is this is from Image Comics. If you watch the movie, you know that Garmadon totally ruined Lloyd's life. But technically he didn't because he wasn't in it. You'll know if you know the lines from the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you like that humor, you like Lego Ninjago, even the cartoon or the video game, check out this book. I'm buying number 1.
I was just seeing how long I could go without
I was just saying,
reacting to
I was
anything.
waiting on it. So speaking of number 1s, we got Rocketeer, number 1, The Great Race. You like the Rocketeer?
I did actually.
Yeah.
The movie bombed, but I
It was a great movie.
I thought so.
I mean, you had Timothy Dalton, you had, what's her name?
Timothy Dalton.
Jennifer Connelly.
Whoa, Jennifer Connelly.
Stay calm. And then we had the guy who played the Rocketeer. I can't think of his name.
Whoever he was. But Timothy Dalton was in it.
And Jennifer Connelly.
I was a big Misty fan. Reminded me that it was kind of based off the Rocket Man short that they used in some of the season 1. Commander Cody. That's what it was.
Okay. Well, it's like even the Phantom. People hated the Phantom. I actually enjoyed the Phantom for what it was.
I didn't get to see the Phantom.
It's not bad. I just wish.
I love that whole.
I'd rather see the Phantom fighting pirates than gangsters, though. Let me just, there's a little bit of pirate action in there, but it was kind of, some of it was kind of lame, some of it wasn't. I enjoyed it for what it was. 1996.
Billy
superhero
Zane,
film.
man. Billy Zane.
He looked the part.
Billy Zane's great.
So you need to go watch that film. It's not great.
One of these days I will.
If you thought Green Lantern stunk with Ryan Reynolds,
it really wasn't that bad.
Green Lantern was better than this, but just for those of you out there.
It wasn't great. I'm just saying it wasn't as bad as people made it out.
The director's cut was better. Had a little bit more footage in there.
Mark Strong, Sinestro. Oh my god.
Phenomenal. Give him his own film. They'll probably undo all that. Project Superpowers number 1, Black Terror is back. And the Project Superpowers characters, what is the story? Fractured States. I don't even know who writes this, but we're not going to find out because there's not enough time. Anyway, if you like superheroes, public superheroes, and you like number 1, read this. I've read all the Project Superpowers stuff up until recently when I realized they're just going to keep pumping this stuff out. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
All right, we got Radiant Red number 2. If you missed number 1, it's a spin-off from Radiant Black. Really cool series. This, I guarantee you, watch in about 2 years, this series is going to have some major steam. So, if not already, steam. Major. We got Firepower number 19.
That's a great cover.
It's a great cover.
Love that cover.
If you like Iron Fist, you like martial arts, you like Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead, you like high stakes, things happening, not knowing what's going to happen.
I was down until you said Robert Kirkman.
Sorry.
He
does write the book. Anyway, so Chris Somney.
I liked what I read of it.
I'm a big fan of Chris Somney's artwork. Chris Somney does a great job.
Great too.
Matty Medicon, great guy. Little Monsters number 2 by Jeff Lemire. A Family of Vampires. Dustin Nguyen. I mean,
man, like Dustin Nguyen did the American Vampire story with the introduced Dracula, and I thought that was like probably one of the more interesting parts because any vampires that get anywhere near Dracula's, even just his body, like just go insane.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Just you cannot even be near it. It just.
Is it kind of like the symbiotes going crazy when they're around Null?
Yeah, it is very similar to that.
Okay. I don't know if that really truly compares, but you know what I mean.
It was a pretty decent comparison. Oh yeah, this is Real American Hero. I'll get this book.
G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 291. Why should somebody buy this book? I see Zartan, I see Baroness.
I say this.
Wild Bill's on there.
One of my favorite comic books growing up was G.I. Joe. The Marvel G.I. Joe. Written by none other than Larry Hama. So, I just, the fact that IDW took that, I remember the Free Comic Book Day where they had the half issue in between the last issue of Marvel and the first issue that they picked up on IDW. I just really love bringing that back because there was no book that really compared to that one.
No, I totally agree. That's Larry Hama continuing the story, fantastic. But I hear their license is ending this year, and the rumor is it's going to go to Image, but we'll see.
I'd like to see it go back to Marvel, but
Me too. I would.
That's where it belongs.
I agree.
Plus, Marvel's they brought back Conan,
You got Alien, you got Predator, Star Wars.
Feels like, Star Wars being back. I'd just like to see all the, if Transformers and G.I. Joe were to go back, it would be complete.
It would be, I agree. We'll see what happens. The rumors is going to be
Just
Image.
get online, tweet it. Hashtag Bring Joe back to Marvel. Hashtag
Yo Joe Marvel. I don't really, let's just make up a
something.
hashtag.
Make something up.
Yo Joe back
and
to
when
Marvel.
you make
long
it up,
words.
tell us what it is, and we'll do it. Let's get a campaign going.
The revolution to bring G.I. Joe back to Marvel.
Exactly.
All right.
What do we got, Daryl?
Lastly, we have STRGRL from Behemoth Comics. I really want to highlight this book. Basically, the solar system's been vulnerable. Some great cosmic combat has dissolved the Stargirls, and the Moon Gang seeks to bring hope and balance to the galaxy. I just want to highlight this book.
I think the art's great.
It's very psychedelic.
I hear David Bowie playing in my head.
Yes, this is straight up David Bowie. I just want to show you a little bit of the artwork. Like, if you like manga, you might want to check out this book. So, I just want to highlight this book before we move on to the greatest.
You want to highlight that book?
I want to highlight it, but not highlight in it, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to talk Marvel, the greatest, the best. Well, most of the time.
I'm not doing it.
Rolling your eyes.
America's #1 comic book thanks to you. So I started this company to make the toys that you asked for.
Spawn. Violator.
I hear the competition's flying around. They could be any place.
They're cool, awesome,
Trevor. Overkill. Medieval Spawn. The
and
Clown.
they come with comics.
Nice toys, kids.
Nice try, guys.
Spawn from Todd Toys. We're out to plaster the competition.
All right, we're back. And the good news is, and the bad news is that we have facsimile comics. Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man versus the Tarantula, #1. And I have to admit,
That one's not even hard to find.
It's not.
I've seen it quite a bit.
I don't know why are they doing that?
I don't know.
Now this one's kind of cool because it's the first Hobgoblin, and it's just a fantastic cover. I think
It
this
is a fantastic
this Ron
cover.
Friends? No, it's John Romita Jr. Back when he
could draw.
drew more like his dad.
Yeah.
So yes, if
I'm
it's got
being a little
rain,
hard.
bullets, John Romita Jr. is fantastic. And what's his name? Scott Hanna does the coloring. Fantastic.
He's drawing like kids or younger people is fantastic. Adults, not so much. You can't really tell the adults apart from the kids.
All right, moving on.
I'm just saying, it's just not that good at adults.
All right, She-Hulk #3. She-Hulk #3. Jack of Hearts has returned. He's no longer dead. This book is actually
That
really.
was pretty interesting.
This book is actually really interesting. Jack
I'm
of Hearts.
gonna read #3.
Dude, I love the kind of pop art covers. Anyway, great job from this
Reminds me
book.
of the John Byrne era.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I was actually really surprised. I like Charles Soule's She-Hulk book, and then I don't know, this one's really good. It's lighthearted, but it's got a good story. She-Hulk. Now we got Strange #2. Clea Strange is the Sorceress Supreme, and the first thing that we realize in #1. Hang on. She believes Doctor Strange is returning. Instead, she finds a new character, the Harvestman, the dude on the cover. Who is that?
What's this?
A new character, the Harvestman. So anyway,
Will Doctor Strange return?
yes, it's inevitable, right?
Better be.
It's inevitable. So anyway, Strange, new book, #2. It's Jed MacKay. Jed MacKay is killing it on...
I do like Jed MacKay.
Let's just get there.
Right here.
Moon Knight. He's also writing Moon Knight. Moon Knight's fantastic. This is #10. I just watched the first
Loved it.
episode.
I watched it.
Amazing.
Loved it.
Great episode.
Can't wait to see the episode 2. As a matter of fact, I kept wanting to go back. Like, maybe they did more than one this week, but no.
If you like Moon Knight, read the Warren Ellis run and read the Jeff Lemire run, which you can get completed right here at Big Bang.
You actually sold me on that. It took a while, but I eventually read it, and I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. And then I read the Jeff Lemire. I didn't finish the Jeff Lemire run. I started it.
Yeah, the Warren Ellis run really won me over. So yeah, if you like Moon Knight, come and get the Jeff Lemire complete collection. And when they re-release the Warren Ellis one, I'm going to hype that one because that's the one that changed it all.
Yeah, the Mr. Knight thing.
Yes, love it.
I love that.
It's fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, we got The Thing, #6, the final issue. He's been dating some weird chick who is really manipulative. And then there's this other guy with powers.
In the past?
It's really hard to figure out. I
It
think
better be. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's married. No, shame on you.
Uatu the Watcher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in the past. Uatu the Watcher's in there. And then we find out at the end of issue #5, who is that woman? Ooh, she's Mistress Death. Really?
That's what you get, man.
Really
That's
cool.
what you get.
Really cool story. Really excited to see how this... if you didn't read this book, I think you should have. It's really good. X-Force, number 27. What do you got to say about it?
That's actually one of my favorite X books. I mean, I'm starting. I know I kind of filter in some complaints because of the amount of X books, but this, the Benjamin Percy stuff, is the stuff that I really look forward to.
Yep. Yeah. Benjamin Percy, like the X 10 Lives or X Lives and Deaths of Wolverine's fantastic. You also have the X-Force Annual, not written by Benjamin Percy, but the same team. So I see you're not happy.
I don't like Marvel's annuals. I don't like them. One of the few things DC still does right is making sure that the person that's writing the series also writes the annual. And that's not a whole lot of right going.
I'm not going to say anything. Jed McKay wrote a lot of annuals last year that were really good.
Okay, yeah.
That's an exception.
That's an exception.
Speaking of Fantastic Four number 42, a tie into the Reckoning War.
Look at that cover.
It's a great cover.
That is a great cover.
It looks like Jack Kirby-esque.
I know. I wish I'd stuck on with this book.
I don't know who drew this, but it looks awesome.
It is great.
We also have Spider-Punk number 1. He's straight out of the Spider-Verse. Do we need it?
Do we need it?
I don't know if we need it, but I think it's a cool number 1 because I like this character.
I find it interesting.
He was one of the breakouts of the Spider-Verse storyline. I'd read it, man. You're all into music and Spider-Man. It's perfect.
I'll try.
Dude.
I bet he listens to Sex Pistols.
I bet he does. We got Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 22, Crimson Reign tie-in. I stopped reading this book. Speaking of, you are correct, Captain Marvel Annual number 1, not written by the writer, but it's got the Starjammers in it.
That's pretty cool.
I like the Starjammers.
I do like Starjammers. Sometimes Marvel suckers me in with things like that.
Yeah, see, I'm a sucker for that crossover with cool characters.
Yeah.
Dang it, Marvel. We have Marauders number 1, a brand new number 1. I think Steve Orlando's writing the team. Kitty Pryde or Kate Pryde and Bishop and Squad. Basically, new Marauders, new adventures on the ship. Krakoa, X-Men. There's a gala coming up. That's all you need to know. All you know stuff. And
this is the book.
This is the book of the week.
Now I'm excited.
Top of the stack, Devil's Reign number 6. The penultimate issue before the Omega, but this is the one to end.
This is the one. Did you see the variant cover? There's a variant cover.
Yes, I did with Luke Cage.
I want that variant
with
cover.
Luke Cage?
Yeah, the
yes,
one with the
I
Luke
did.
Cage one.
I gotta admit, I really like that cover.
Like I was telling you earlier, like I kind of saw that because they brought it back. Now it's just the variant for Devil's Reign.
All I know is the variant that may be a spoiler variant.
It is a spoiler variant.
See, there you go. Anyway, Devil's Reign number 6. What happens after number 5 when that character died? What is going to happen? I think Kingpin's mind's going to be blown.
Can I say? I know.
Spoiler alert.
If you read 5, you know.
Just hit pause right now. 5, 4,
Look,
3, 2, 1.
Hold on. If you were reading Daredevil, you know.
Yeah,
I suspected it as soon as they even teased it. Like,
yep.
No.
No way.
It's going to be Mike. And it's not going to be Matt. It's going to be Mike. Do we need the Mike? We don't need Mike. We never needed Mike. Why is Mike there? To die. That's why he's there.
It was his purpose.
He was just there to die.
Because technically he shouldn't even be alive. But you know how that goes.
Yeah.
It's comics.
He doesn't really exist.
So Kingpin's in for a little rude awakening when he finds out that Matt Murdock is not dead.
No. It's Mike that he killed.
That's
and
right.
nobody even knew that Mike existed. Except for Matt.
And to me,
and Kingpin's son.
The real dark horse in the story is Kingpin's son. What's going to happen with him?
Yeah. I think he's looking to take it. He wants to, like, prove his dad wrong. You know, it's not even, like, wants his dad's love or, you know, or anything like... No. He just wants to one-up it.
Yep.
That's what it's all about.
I'm really intrigued with the story. Real excited to see where it goes and what happens. This is definitely top of the stack reading.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be the first thing. I mean, for one, we don't have any Spider-Man to read this week. Boo.
Next week we will, though.
Next week we will.
New number 1.
But they kind of spoiled me with, like, issue a week. Now there's no Spider-Man.
I know, but see...
Come on, Marvel.
You could just buy this issue again and reread it.
I've already read it, though.
Just check it.
Chasm.
People are gonna,
you read?
You're going to care.
What did you think of the last issue of Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I want to know.
We want you to flood the comments. What did you think of Amazing Spider-Man number 93 and Chasm? Tell us what you think. And if you do, we're just going to give away something free, just randomly. We're going to look in the comments. Aaron's going to roll the dice, and you're going to win something free. So we hope
Win-win.
we hope you made it this far in the video, and if you didn't, shame on you. You should have. I'm Daryl.
And I'm Aaron.
Don't forget, as always,
We got him.
Free Comic Book Day is coming. It's right there. Saturday, May 7th. Free comics! What is he looking at? Do you guys know? Any guesses? Put it in the comments. See you later next week.